Double 11 is a huge thing. Last year it has like 30 billion US dollar transactions on one day. It's the biggest festival on single day festival in the world. And then Chinese has been celebrating this for years, more than a decade. AliExpress is the global platform. We're bringing this festival to the world. So it has evolved from a single Chinese online festival to the global festival. And AliExpress sells to over 200 countries around the world, and then Brazil is one of the top 5 countries in AliExpress. So we are very delighted and very excited to bring this festival to Brazil. And I would say that it's a great deal. Throughout the whole year, you're buying the product for your families, for friends, but it's a day for you to pamper yourself. So give your own the self-gifting day. So it's an idea for pampering yourself and giving your own gifts, and it started back in about 10 years ago, in 2009. So when the November 11th, this event was created by our current CEO and chairman Daniel Zhang about 11 years ago. It was purely just for fun and for celebrating the Singles' Day. We didn't consider Black Friday at that time. It was absolutely not intentional. But as we also recognize that when we bring this to the markets, it's right like 2 weeks before Black Friday, we can say that very confidently that Double 11 is what we usually say is blacker than a Black Friday. So that we can say it's the lowest price of the year, and the huge amount of the red pockets distributing around as a good wish and a good luck to people. We think Brazil is a huge market with 210 million people, and there aren't that many countries like Brazil in the world. And also we've seen that Brazil's e-commerce percentage of the commerce is only less than 5% compared to that figure to China. It was just more than 25%. So I think there's a huge room to grow and huge potential in Brazil. So I think it will only make November even bigger month for the overall e-commerce in the market, and we think it's a great celebration, and it's a great thing for the market and for consumer as well. There are several tips for the Brazilian consumer to enjoy the benefit of our this huge festival. First of all, obviously you can like browse and then start way before Double 11, and that's what most of Chinese do. So pick the product you want the most and add it to the cart, and then wait until Double 11 and you'll buy at that lowest price. And in addition to that, we're distributing our wrap packets in our app. In addition to that, we are working with a lot of the top influencers online, totaling the fans number over 150 million consumers, which is more than the digital population in Brazil, to help celebrate this campaign with us as well. And then they will also distribute the wrap packets with their fans. And we're also distributing these wrap packets on our social media accounts, which we have close to 10 million fans. And all of these combined will make a huge deal for the consumers to enjoy the benefit. When we first started in Brazil, it has been like skyrocketing and get to the top market, but over the next few years, it kind of like dropped out of our top list, largely because of the fluctuation of the exchange rates and on some of the uncertainties and instabilities of the overall environments. But then over last year, we have seen a tremendous growth of the market and coming back. And then we largely due to several things that we have done, most prominently is our experience and improvement on the logistics. And also we have added the local payments for the consumers to pay in their local cards at local currencies, and also people can pay in boletos, and these things actually help greatly to our business. And also we realized that the consumers here are very tech savvy or digital savvy or social media savvy. We've also upgrading our services to the Brazilian consumers of providing like Portuguese help centers, real-time translations between the sellers and the Brazilian consumers. Like quite a long time ago, like when people start talking about made in China, it normally comes with a negative perception that it's not authentic or the quality is not high, etc. But over the last decade also, or especially the last 5 years, this image has been drastically changing, like with all of the tech companies and innovating all the time, and I've receiving and seeing a lot more Brazilian, delegations and companies going to China and learn from the technology and innovation in China. So these images are actually changing gradually, and that comes along with AliExpress product as well. China is a huge market with a huge supply chain, so there is inevitably some diversity in terms of quality, but as a platform, we have been focusing more using our technologies to filter out more and better, well-received and better rated products for the Brazilian consumers based on their personal preferences. And with our technologies, we have been able to, take down 96% of the counterfeit products in 24 hours. And just like racing a car, you won't win the game if you're looking around your shoulders. The core focus for us is to look straight ahead, look at our customers and think how we can create the value for them and help them. And also with the competition, it's actually a pretty good thing so that we can all encourage each other to innovate better so that we can all serve the customer better. So we believe only when the customer is better, having a better experience, then all of us can be better. Okay, thanks very much.